from 6th chapter Constructions, Karnataka State Mathematics text, which is based on NCERT. The question is, construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 cm from a point on the concentric circles of radius 6 cm and measure its length. Also verify the measurement by actual calculation. So dear students, according to question and its information, let us start the construction step by step. First, we have to draw a circle of radius 4 cm. So, with radius equal to 4 cm, draw a circle. Name the center of this circle as O. Let this be circle C1. Then we have to draw another circle with radius 6 cm. So adjust the compass to radius 6 cm and draw a circle with this radius. Here it's given that the two circles are concentric. So concentric means the circles whose center is same and radius is different. Now we have already constructed a circle of radius 4 cm. Then we want another circle of radius 6 cm. These two circles are concentric circles. That is with same center and different radius. So with radius equal to 6 cm, draw a circle with center O. Call this circle as C2. So now we have constructed circle C1 with radius 4 cm and another circle with radius 6 cm. These two circles are concentric circles. So now we have to construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 cm. So circle with radius 4 cm means here we have written C1 circle. So for this C1 circle we have to construct the tangent. So from the point on the concentric circle of radius 6 cm. Here 6 cm radius circle is C2. Let us mark a point on circle C2. Name this point as P. We need to construct a tangent to circle C1. So for this what we have to do? Let us join OP. Then we have to bisect this line OP. So the radius equal to more than half of line OP. Draw the arcs above the line OP and below the line OP. First with O as center, like this. Then with P as center, cut these previous arcs. Join the point of intersection of these arcs. This line is a bisector for the line OP. This divides the line OP in two equal parts. Let this point be M, which is the midpoint of line OP. The next step is we have to draw a circle with M as center and radius equal to MO. The circle should pass through the points O and P. So let us draw the circle. Let this circle be C3. So carefully identify the points of intersection of these circles, means C1 circle and C3 circle. So here they are intersecting. So call this point as Q. Now join PQ. This is a tangent to circle C1 from the point P, which is on circle C2. If we measure with the help of scale, we get the length equal to 4.4. So PQ is required tangent to circle C1 with radius 4 cm and PQ length is nearly equal to 4.4 cm. So let us justify our construction. For this we need to join OQ. Here you can observe that the circle C3 has center M. With center M, a line is passing. This is the diameter of this circle. This diameter is dividing the circle in two equal parts. These two equal parts are called semicircles. You know that the angle in a semicircle is right angle. So here we can write PQO angle is right angle. So PQO equal to 90 degree. If this angle is equal to 90 degree, then we can say the OQ line is perpendicular to PQ line. So we can write OQ is perpendicular to PQ. We also know that OQ is radius to circle C1. So PQ must be tangent to circle C1. So this is the required justification for construction. But in the question, it is also asked that to verify the measurement by actual calculation. So we have measured the length of tangent, that is equal to 4.4 approximately, with the help of scale. Now with the help of calculation, let us verify it. As we have written, PQO angle is equal to 90 degree, that is right angle. Then PQO is a right angle triangle. So in right angle triangle, PQO angle PQO equal to 90 degree and OP is hypotenuse. According to Pythagoras theorem, we can write hypotenuse square equal to sum of squares of other two sides, that is OQ square plus PQ square. OP is nothing but the radius of circle C2, that is equal to 6 cm. So OP we can write 6 square and OQ is nothing but the radius of circle C1, that is 4 cm. So 4 square plus PQ is tangent. We need to find the length of this tangent. So what is the value of 6 square? 6 into 6 is 36. Then what is the value of 4 square? 4 into 4 is 16. Then write PQ square as it is. So let us write now PQ square to left side. Then we get 36 minus 16, which is equal to 20. So PQ is equal to square root of 20. Now dear students, how we have to find the square root of 20? So now you have to recall the method how to find the square root of 20, that is division method. So let us now find the square root of 20 by division method. So here we can take the number 4. 4 into 4 is 16. We have to take the same number. 4 into 4 is 16. Now subtract these two numbers, we get 4. Add this 4 here. If we add, we get 8. Put the decimal point here. We can take 2 zeros. Then we have to join a number here and then multiply with the same number to get this number. So if I write here 1, then 81 we have to multiply it 1, then we get 81. If I write 2, then 82 into 2 we have to multiply. So for nearly equal to 400, what I have to join here? So I will join 4. Then I get here 84. Then I have to multiply with 4. So 84 into 4, I get 336, which is less than 400. If I join here 5, then it will become 85. 85 into 5, we get a big number than 400. So we have to consider 4. 84 into 4, we get 336. Now subtract these two values. We get 64. So let it be, as we have got the answer here, 4.4. So square root of 20 is equal to 4.4, and the length of PQ with actual calculation we got 4.4 centimeter, which is equal to what we have measured with the help of scale. This PQ is equal to 4.4 centimeter. So this is required justification, and this is the calculation for the measurement of tangent. Hope you have understood the constructions, dear students. So in our next video, let us solve third problem from the same exercise 6.2. So till then, make yourself perfect in constructions, and you should also have the capacity to justify the construction. And thanks for watching the video. You were watching